Hello and welcome to the Awesome 180 channel. I'm Ashton Doctor, your habit coach. And today's episode is all about how do you make your mind stronger? Now, this is a question that was asked on my Instagram channel. So if you're not following me there, please follow me there. You can ask me questions and I'll answer them either through the podcast or through YouTube videos or through the brand new edition on our podcast called The Hot Seat. So don't forget to join us there. So this question comes very often when people say that how do I become mentally strong? And I often wonder what they mean by that. Like, how are you mentally weak that now you need to be mentally strong? What they basically mean is, how do I make sure that my mind does what I want it to do? Isn't that what it means? When you want to be mentally strong, it means how do I make sure that my mind does what I wanted it to do and not wander around down some other unforbidden or something place that you don't want to go, some dark, deep cavern somewhere. So the whole idea is, how do you understand and treat your mind? So whenever you want to create a strong mind, there's only one thing and one word that you have to remember. That word is focus. Focus is so important because focus is where your complete attention is. Right now, as you're listening to this video, are you completely in focus with what I'm saying? Are you planning on what to watch next? Are you planning on cooking something? Are you thinking about something else? What are you doing while you're watching this video? I want your complete focus on this. How does it work and how do you make focus a habit? You see, focus is like a muscle. You have to train it. You know, we have our bicep. You have to train this muscle to start working so it becomes bigger and bigger and stronger and stronger. The same way our focus needs to be trained so that it can start working and becoming stronger and better. Now, very often we do the exact opposite. We detrain our focus. We do the exact opposite in terms of when we are watching TV, we are on our phones. When we are listening to an important thing, we are doing something else. We're always dividing our focus among so many different things. And when we are dividing our focus, you ask me, how can we focus? Right? So the whole idea is to break it down and to create moments when you can focus on one task at hand. Imagine if for the next 5 minutes you did nothing but just one thing. No two things, not allowing your mind to wander. Every time it wanders, all you do is bring it back to this point. Now, there are many interesting ways of doing that. And I've spoken about one on the Habit Coach podcast, which is very simple. All you do is take your pen and you make a little dot on the wall in front of you. Okay, so small that your mother doesn't shout at you or your wife doesn't beat you up. Just that little bit. What you're going to do at that point of time is you're just going to sit and you're going to look at that spot. And your entire focus is going to be on that spot. Any thoughts come in are just going to wash away. Anything on your mind is going to fall off because right now it's only you with your attention on that one spot. There will come a point in your time, in your life, where this exercise starts becoming easy. Or at least you understand what focusing feels like when you're completely in unison with what's happening. That dot is you, you are that dot. Now take that same energy, that same focus and bring it to something else, like the emails that you're working on your computer. Think about the presentation you're writing. Your complete focus comes down to that task now. When you do that, what takes place is something very interesting. You stop living in the future. You stop living in the past. You stop living in somebody else's life. You're now only doing this one task. When you're with one person, focus on that one person. When you're watching TV, focus on that TV. When you're having lunch, focus on what you're eating. Focus on that bite. So the more you practice focus, the better you get at it. That's how you create a strong mind. A strong mind is not just through doing hard things, but through doing focus. You know, all gurus talk about focus. All mothers tell their children, focus on this. Why are you so distracted? Fatak! And they'll give them one back. Focus. You know, even when you're weight training, some of you might understand this as an analogy. When you're weight training, Arnold Schwarzenegger spoke about this. When you're practicing a bicep curl, he said your entire attention needs to be on this one muscle. Think and feel how it is contracting and how it is squeezing and how it feels when all of this is taking place. So these are important aspects in all areas of our life, in exercise, in relationships, in work, and in bringing the best of our lives to this world. The more you can focus, the more you can achieve. The more you can focus, the happier you will be, because now you're not living a life of distraction and a weak mind. You're living a life with a strong, tagda mind. Focusing is just such an habit. So promise me that from today onwards, you're going to put that dot in front of you somewhere and focus on it. Then you're going to take that focus and bring it to whatever you do throughout your day. I'm Ashdin Doctor, your habit coach. And remember, awesome lives, they start with awesome habits.